Welcome to VisionFrame USA, where we explore America's brightest sides and its toughest challenges.
Every day in America, a child goes to bed hungry. A mother skips her medicine because she has to choose between food and pills. A father overdoses in silence while his kids wait outside the bathroom door. A young man gets shot in the street before his dreams ever had a chance. This isn't just about numbers. These are real lives, real pain, and it's happening in the richest country on earth. In this video, we'll expose the 8 biggest social issues tearing America apart. And at the end, I'll show you how they're all connected and what it means for our future if we don't act now.
Let's start with what's right outside your window. Homelessness in America is at record-breaking levels. In 2024, over 770,000 people were homeless on a single night. That's the highest number ever recorded. And it's not just individuals. Families with children make up a growing share. Childhood homelessness jumped 33% in just 1 year. What's causing this? Skyrocketing rents, lack of affordable housing, mental health struggles, veterans with nowhere to go. Pandemic-era protections have disappeared, but poverty hasn't. Meanwhile, in cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Phoenix, entire blocks are lined with tents, while luxury condos sit empty. Next, healthcare. In America, getting sick can mean going broke. Over 27 million people still live without health insurance. For those who do have it, the costs are still astronomical. A simple ambulance ride can cost $2,500. A cancer treatment out of network, tens of thousands more. And now, federal cuts to Medicaid and food assistance are making things worse. Rural hospitals are shutting down. Families are skipping medications. Food insecurity is rising again. And then, there's gun violence. Over 120 Americans die every day from gun-related causes, murders, suicides, and tragic accidents. It's now the #1 cause of death for children and teens in the US. Communities mourn, schools lock down, parents live in fear. Gun violence isn't just crime, it's a public health crisis. In America, gun violence isn't just a tragedy, it's a daily reality. Mass shootings make headlines, but everyday shootings, they rarely do. Every year, over 40,000 people are killed by guns in the US. That's more than 110 lives lost every single day. Schools, churches, movie theaters, nowhere feels safe anymore. And for every life lost, there's a family shattered forever. Meanwhile, powerful lobbyists block every attempt at reform. And politicians offer thoughts and prayers instead of real solutions. But the violence doesn't stop with bullets. We're also facing a silent killer, the opioid epidemic, fueled by overprescription and corporate greed. In 2023 alone, more than 100,000 people died from drug overdoses. Most of them were under the age of 45, and many of them started with legal painkillers, prescribed by doctors, pushed by billion-dollar pharma companies. The crisis hits hardest in forgotten towns, places where jobs have vanished, and despair fills the void. And just like with gun violence, the victims are mostly ignored, treated not as people, but as statistics. And yet, behind every number is a story, a child, a parent, a friend, a dream, cut short. Let's talk about justice. Or at least, what we call justice in America. The United States locks up more people than any other country on earth. More than China, more than Russia. We have just 5% of the world's population, but nearly 25% of the world's prisoners. And who fills these prisons? Disproportionately, black and brown Americans. A traffic stop turns into jail time. A minor drug charge leads to years behind bars. A broken system, designed to punish, not to rehabilitate. And even when you get out, you're never really free. Millions lose the right to vote, can't find housing, can't get a job. It's a lifetime sentence, even after the bars are gone. And the private prison industry. They profit from every inmate. The longer you stay locked up, the more money they make. This isn't justice. It's a machine, one that feeds on poverty, on racism, and on silence. What does it mean, just to be who you are? To walk down the street, hold someone's hand, and feel safe. To exist, without fear, without shame. But for millions of LGBTQ+ Americans, that basic freedom is still out of reach. In 2024, over 500 anti-LGBTQ+ bills were introduced across the country. In schools, in hospitals, even in homes, trans youth are being erased from sports, from classrooms, from healthcare. Parents are being told they can't support their own children, and some are losing custody for trying, all because of who they are, who they love, or how they identify. This isn't about politics, it's about dignity, it's about humanity, and if we stay silent, we are choosing the side of harm. So let's talk about the truth. Not the headlines, not the spin, the truth that lives behind closed doors, and beyond the reach of the cameras. A truth that millions of Americans wake up to every single morning. Not by choice, but by system. A system where race, class, zip code, and last name shape your chances, long before you even get a shot. Where the color of your skin can decide how you're treated by police, whether you're offered help, or handcuffed. Where your accent, your birthplace, or your immigration status can make you a target. Even if you've lived here your whole life. Where being LGBTQ+ means living with fear, in schools, in hospitals, even at home. Where poverty is criminalized, and wealth is rewarded, no matter how it was earned. This isn't accidental, it's not a glitch, it's by design, built into the laws, written into the budgets, whispered in boardrooms. And when we stay silent, we don't just ignore the harm, we enable it, because silence isn't neutral, it's a choice, and that choice has a cost, paid by the most vulnerable among us. We cannot fix what we refuse to face, and right now, too many are looking away, from hunger, from injustice, from violence that hides in plain sight. But silence has never saved lives, and ignoring the pain of others only deepens the wound. Every policy has a price. Every choice has a consequence. And when we allow suffering to become routine, we lose a piece of our shared humanity. This isn't about left or right. It's about right and wrong. It's about asking ourselves, what kind of country do we want to be? A nation built on empathy, or on indifference? Because history is watching, and so are our children. We've seen the pain, we've named the truth. Now we ask, what will we do with it? Because the cost of inaction is already too high. Too many lives lost, too many futures stolen. But here's the thing, this story isn't over, it's being written, right now, by us. Every vote, every voice, every moment of courage, it matters. We don't need heroes, we need humans, willing to stand up, speak out, and show up for each other. This isn't about fixing everything overnight. It's about refusing to look away. It's about choosing community over comfort, truth over silence, and believing, even when it's hard, that together, we are powerful. This country was built on hope, on struggle, on people who dared to care. Let us be those people, right now, for each other, for the future, because change doesn't start somewhere else. It starts right here, with us.
Don't forget to subscribe for more. New videos every week on VisionFrame USA.